Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. This is the transfer news we're waiting for. This is what gets me excited. I'm not a Chelsea fan, I'm a fan of football. I want the Premier League to be the best. And Victor Osimhen could be wearing a Chelsea shirt in the Premier League. This is big news. Now look, I'd seen it floating around for a few hours yesterday, but when David Ornstein said this morning, Napoli are in ongoing talks with Chelsea to sign Lukaku on a permanent deal, but also it could see Victor Osimhen go in the opposite direction. Lukaku would be permanent, Osimhen would be a season-long loan with a buy option. This is I reckon even on this channel 2 years ago, I was talking about Osimhen to Chelsea. If there's one club and one player that fit each other like a glove, then it's Osimhen in a Chelsea shirt. And it amazes me that when I look on social media, Chelsea fans aren't that excited about it. I mean, this is the guy Arsenal should be going for. This is the guy Man United should have gone for 2 years ago. This guy scores goals. It's as simple as that. You look at what his goal record is with regards to across his whole career. So, not his whole career, but, you know, before he went to Napoli, he was at Lille, 13 goals in 27 games. Napoli, 65 goals in 108 games. He's a goal every other game striker, 1 in 2, which is across his career. Nigeria, 21 goals, 35 games. The guy's going to score you goals. It's as simple as that. And I just think, look, That's Football. It's not the United stand. We do a lot of watch-alongs on here in the Premier League, Champions League, etc. And we're here to enjoy football. And I've said this so many times. In no way is this better. I don't understand why football fans aren't more like it. I think a lot of you are. I don't look at Chelsea getting Osimhen or, you know, if Liverpool go and buy a good player. Obviously, there is a bit of resentment and jealousy that rivalry naturally provides. But also, it just takes me back to being a kid when I used to get home from school, get teletext on, page 312. Most of you won't know what this was. It was basically the internet, but on your telly. It was nowhere near as good. But you'd look at the day's news, which was summarised, and you'd go, oh, Arsenal are going to buy Dennis Bergkamp and stuff like that. And you'd be excited. You'd go, oh, I've seen this Bergkamp before. He's going to be playing in the Premier League. It's great. And I've never lost that. Even as an older man, I've never lost that excitement at transfer news. And it's been a crap transfer window so far. But if Osimhen's at Chelsea, that's a real tick in the box for the Premier League. This is a striker that, look, 2 years ago, Napoli were winning the league. And they probably should have done better in the Champions League. I think they just ran out of steam. Last year, it was like second season syndrome. It just didn't go right. Few fallings out, change of manager, etc. There is still a good player there. There are still good players at Napoli. And Victor Osimhen in the Premier League could be as impactful as a Watkins at Villa or an Isak at Newcastle. And Chelsea with a player like that, for all the concerns around Chelsea, and look, we've spent the last couple of days, Arsenal on Sunday, Liverpool on Monday, so a bit of a Chelsea focus here. They are the team that I would look at and go, I'm worried about them. I don't agree with the change of manager. I don't agree with some of the sales. Conor Gallagher's on his way out to Atletico Madrid. I mean, I think that's just sad. I think there's a bigger story there, maybe for the podcast, where we talk about, you know, this bad side of football where clubs are just selling young players now because it's ready-made profit. You know, it's straight onto the balance books. And that just seems it's the wrong way round to me, really. But Chelsea have been doing it a lot. Conor Gallagher, I think, was one of Chelsea's better players last year. To be selling him just seems a bit weird to me. But on the other hand, then there's a new manager there that's got a big challenge. Can the players gel? But if you put someone like Victor Osimhen in, it's amazed me how since Todd Bowley's been there, he's spent over $1 billion and never gone and got someone like Victor Osimhen. If I was taking over a football club and I knew I had £1 billion to spend, the first thing I'd say in the boardroom is, goals win games in this sport, yeah? Yeah, you're right, Todd. Good research. Okay, goals win games. Get me the best goal scorer you can find. Forget buying another £80 million defender who might be injury prone or another midfielder. Get me a goal scorer, because 0-0s don't get 3 points, do they? No, you're right again, Todd. I don't know why the person in the boardroom's American as well, but you're right again, Todd. Yeah, so draws are no good. Good defence, 0-0, but 4-3, 3 points, yeah? Get me a goal scorer. And finally, it looks like Chelsea have twigged on something that most people looking from the outside in and most Chelsea fans have been bewildered by for the last 2 years. Why have you not gone and got Victor Osimhen? I mean, Jackson's okay as a backup, but he ain't the guy to lead the line. Neither's Broha. They haven't had that person. And if you bring Victor Osimhen in, what a deal that could be. Now, obviously, we've seen people in the past that you think are nailed on to be good Premier League strikers not deliver. But if it's a loan deal, even better. Ben Jacobs is saying that loan deal could be an obligation to buy if Chelsea qualify for the Champions League. Again, that's clever on the part of Napoli. That's clever on the part of Chelsea. If Chelsea get Champions League football, I think they'll be more than happy to spend on Osimhen because he's the guy who will get them there. And suddenly, I think Chelsea are a completely different proposition. It's amazing how one signing can make me look at Chelsea in a completely different way. And it's the same for the Spurs and Aston Villas of this world. If you get that one signing, it can make rivals look at you and go, well, they're dangerous now because they've got a guy where even if they play badly, you give him a chance, he might score a goal. And that's been the problem with Chelsea for the last probably 3 or 4 years, to be fair. Even before Todd Bowley came, putting the ball in the back of the net has been their biggest problem. And Victor Osimhen, to me, is easily in the top 10 strikers in the world. There was a time where you might put him in the top 5. So very, very, very good deal. And the fact that David Ornstein's saying it and a lot of other people are saying it now, and on top of that, the fact that Chelsea can offload Lukaku, which they've been trying to do for years, to the Italian league where he's really respected, is another good positive for them. And look, maybe Chelsea fans were looking at this season with a little bit of concern with this new manager. Can he get things going? You know, they need a bit of an Ange start, don't they? They need to really defy logic and just start really well. But it's always easier when you've got a player like Victor Osimhen. And this just shows that you can do really intelligent business in the transfer window. As I said yesterday, if you've not seen the video on Liverpool, really enjoyed that. And thanks for all the feedback on it, especially from Liverpool fans. It's your club. There's a lot of frustration there that they're not doing business. But I think it is that assessment of what's there rather than making quick decisions. There is a good squad there for Liverpool that can hit the ground running potentially. With Chelsea, it's a little bit different. And there's a lot of uncertainties at Chelsea. There are players that I wouldn't get rid of, like Conor Gallagher. There are players that are still at the club that I'd like to get rid of if I was a Chelsea fan. But amongst all that, if I'm the manager and I know I've got a guy who can score me goals, I might be able to find my way through this in the short term if I've got a guy who can put the ball in the back of the net for me. If I haven't got that, then the problems could become overwhelming. So I think it's a very intelligent move for Chelsea. So let us know what your thoughts are on that. This looks like it's going to happen. And I think it, for me, away from United, which obviously I'm always going to be biased about, this is the most exciting bit of transfer business we've had in the transfer window, which in some might say just shows you how crap it's been. But I'm hoping, you know, it's Thursday is August the 1st. So hopefully August will kickstart this transfer window because it has been really dull so far. But this is exciting and very excited about it. Also, talking about August the 1st, let me just say, should have had it in my hand. I'll get it now. This is out on August the 1st. Remember, I've mentioned to you my book, Goldbridge, Football According to Goldbridge, get in. It's out on Thursday. So if you have pre-ordered it, thank you very much. It's not really a pre-order now. If you order it now, you get it on Thursday morning. So if you live outside the UK, Amazon's the place to get it. You can also get the audio version of the book on Amazon. If you want a signed copy, you can go WH Smith, scan the QR code, go through the link in the description. Please do pre-order it. It's a great book. I'll be talking a little bit more about it on my podcast, which is coming out on Friday, a special one. But yep, means a lot to me, and it would be great if we could get it into the top 10 on the Sunday Times bestsellers list on Sunday. We're very close to it. So if you could support the book and order it, that would be fantastic. And to be honest, I put quite a lot of work into it, so I think you'll enjoy it anyway, especially if you're heading on your holidays or you want to get excited ahead of the season. Perfect little accompaniment. Please do check it out. Thanks everyone for watching. Smash a like on the video. Please pre-order the book, and I'll speak to you on the next one. And don't forget to tell me what your thoughts are on Osimhen to Chelsea.